Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Baking Journal. Today we are making these yummy jelly donuts. I'm going to show you how to make the dough from start to finish and then fry them up and fill them. Let's get started. Sprinkle 2 packages of instant yeast over warm water and set it aside to bloom. I'm adding freshly grated nutmeg to the flour to give these donuts just a hint of spice. Mix together flour, sugar, salt, and butter. Next up are the egg yolks, milk, and vanilla whisked together and added to the flour mixture. Oops, almost forgot the yeast. And mix to incorporate. This is looking good. So now we're gonna switch from our paddle attachment to our dough hook. Before we start kneading the dough, I'm happy to share that this episode is produced with support from quarterly magazine, Edible Ohio Valley. This magazine is dedicated to the people who grow, raise, and produce food close to us. You can see their link listed in the description below. So we have our dough hook on, getting ready to knead the dough, but first I'm just gonna scrape some of the dough off the sides just to help it just a little bit. This is gonna knead on the mixer for about 5 to 6 minutes on medium speed until you'll see that the dough will come together, it'll be smooth, it'll be elastic. It is a soft dough, but you will be able to tell it's coming all together. And then when we are ready, we're gonna move it into a greased bowl, let it sit in a warm spot for probably about 30-45 minutes. You just wanna get a lot of air and you want it to just do its thing and get a little bit puffy. Our dough's been resting for about half an hour or so, and look, it has risen. It hasn't doubled, but it is lovely, nice and puffy. So we're going to just flour our surface, coax our dough out, put just a little bit of flour on top here, and we are just going to roll to about 1/2 of an inch. This dough is really lovely and easy to work with. Using a 3-inch round cookie cutter, cut out the donuts. Place them on a tray, cover them, and let them rise for about 30 to 40 minutes. So our donuts have risen, and I've got my oil here set at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I do like to use this electric skillet only because it helps control that heat a little bit more. But if you don't have one, certainly stovetop, heavy bottomed pan will work as well. So, all right, let's grab one of these guys and very gently place it in the oil. I'm only gonna do 2 at a time so I can control how brown they get. Woo, look at that bubbling. You can see it puffing up and getting bigger. It's only gonna take like maybe a minute on both sides, but we're just taking them slow so we can be sure we can pay attention to each of them. Look at that awesome color, you guys. So we let our donuts cool just enough so that we can handle them, because now we're ready to fill. I've got an actual jelly donut tip. If you don't have one of these longer tips though, what I would do is make a little slit in the side with just a knife, and then put your piping bag, or you could even spoon jelly in, but it really is easier if you have one of these tips. So I'm just gonna put my tip in and I'm gonna fill it until I start to feel some resistance. Now that they're all filled, I need some glaze. I'm mixing milk with confectioner's sugar and adding 1/4 of a teaspoon of almond extract. The almond gives it a great flavor and complements the raspberry jam perfectly. Ready to glaze the donuts? I like my glaze on the thicker side. Here we go. So you just dip it in, give it a little twist, let that icing fall back on itself, and set it aside. here they are, our finished jelly donuts. Let me grab this top guy. This donut is fabulous. The flavor of the filling along with the fluffy, tender donut surrounding it, and then with that hint of icing on top, this is really a delicious donut. I hope you give it a try. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please give me a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again soon on another episode of the Baking Journal.